Yeah. Don't have a lot of time tonight, you need something quick for dinner, and you have to run those babies to the activities. Let's make this one pot meal. So I have my ground meat in here that I have put my olive oil in here. I didn't do anything else but put my olive oil and my ground beef in here because I wanted us to season everything together in making our taco spaghetti one pot meal. So we're gonna end up seasoning this. Just trying to let it get some color here. And this is really great. It helps like mince up your meat. So if you don't have one, they're not very expensive. You may want to get yourself one. So instead of like trying to break the meat with other tools, this is specifically just for that. So let's start seasoning our meat. So you do know you can make your own taco seasoning, right? All you need to make your own taco seasoning is to have some cumin, some chili or chipotle chili powder, some oregano, some onion powder, and some garlic powder. And optional, I like to use it, you know, you want to have some Himalayan salt or some kosher salt, whichever salt you use as well. And optional, because I just love the way it tastes, having some smoked paprika in it. But this is your core ingredients to make your own taco seasoning. So you don't have to buy that packet stuff. You don't know how long it's been because you probably have these spices at home and you could do it yourself. So I'm going to go ahead and start putting in my smoked paprika. And I would say this is close to, oh, love the smell of that. It's close to 1 tablespoon. And then I have my garlic, which is 1 tablespoon as well. My chipotle pepper, now I'm going to go a little lighter with that because, you know, usually babies, unless you naturally have reared them up from infancy to eating peppers, they can't take the heat. So I am just going to put, it's really like a little dash. So I would say it's about 1/4 tablespoon. Okay, our oregano. I want to get about 1 tablespoon here of the oregano. So I got to keep shaking here. Okay. And then I'm going to add my fresh veggies in here, like my diced onions and my diced bell peppers, because you want to get those kids to eat their veggies, right? So we got to sneak it in. So here's some cumin, about 1 tablespoon of cumin. So I have 1 tablespoon of cumin there. Okay. And, oops. Now I'm going to add garlic paste as well, and 1 tablespoon of onion powder. And even though I'm going to add the fresh ingredient, just want to give it more extra flavor and have that in there. Okay. First, before I add my fresh things, let's go ahead here and get this all mixed up. So I'm adding about 1 tablespoon there. There you go. Of garlic paste. And I'm now going to add my freshly grated onions. Let that simmer together with my bell peppers. I'll let that cook up. Tell you, fast meal for your family. Your kids will love it, you'll love it, and you can go on about your evening or your day, whatever you're doing, whenever you're making this, and not have to be tied to the kitchen, all slaved up. You're gonna allow this to kind of like simmer down and cook in before we add our spaghetti and our water. Nope, sorry. We gotta add our tomato paste. So let me let this get a little softened, the veggies, and then we'll add our tomato paste and our diced tomatoes, and then we'll add our spaghetti and water. So what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna put our lid just to kind of let our veggies get a little soft for about 2 minutes. Then we come back and put the tomato paste and the diced tomatoes, mix that in, and get our spaghetti going. Yeah. So now this is now nice and good here, and we're starting to get some liquid from this. So that liquid, we're also going to need it with the water we're going to add to cook our spaghetti in here. So our 1 tablespoon. Okay, it's about 1 tablespoon. Okay, get a little more. Okay, and I'm gonna add our diced tomatoes in here. And when I add our diced tomatoes, I'm actually gonna, only because I happen to suffer sometimes from acid reflux, and those people who have acidity issues, it would help if you add a little bit of brown sugar. That will help tone down the acid. Okay. Make sure we get all the milk and crannies out of this can. Yep. Okay. That will help with the acid. So I'm gonna take about half a tablespoon of brown sugar and add to here. So you won't feel like it's sweet or anything like that. It's just to help calm down the acid that's from the tomatoes. That's all that's about. Okay, so I'm now adding the brown sugar to here, just to help with the acidity. Now don't throw a fit, people. If you don't have no acid issues, and don't put no sugar. That's all. Very simple. Don't get your panties in the bunches. Okay. All right, so now that I have all this here, it is now time to add our spaghetti. So you can use whatever spaghetti you like, whatever brand you like. I always tell you, use what you have, and I mean that. Okay, so this is our spaghetti here. I want to give it a little flavor because we're going to lose some of the flavoring when we add the water. So I'm adding, this is just half a cup, so 1 cup of chicken broth, and I have 2.5 cups of water here. I'm just gonna mix this together so we can make sure our spaghetti will be nestled in here with our meat. Nestle our spaghetti. That's also prevent it from sticking. I'm going to add a little bit more water, and I'm going to cover it with the lid. just a little bit more water. We're going to cover it with the lid. And we'll cover it with the lid. Cover with the lid for about 10 to 12 minutes. Okay, so I am, you should always try to, move your pasta around so it doesn't clump up and stick together. So I am just here turning the pasta around so that way it won't stick together as I still allow it to cook with the lid on. Because it's still not cooked, it's still not al dente. I only like to eat my pasta al dente. So it still needs some time, but I just wanted to kind of like move it around. And I would highly suggest you do the same. Just got to be very, careful and strategic. Obviously, if you have like a lot of pasta like I do, you could use less pasta if you're feeding less people. So, but that's what I do. Want to tend to move your pasta around. So I'm going to put the lid back on and allow it to continue to simmer and cook. So our pasta is ready, so I'm going to actually add our Monterey cheese here, and we're going to mix this up. We're going to save a little bit for our garnish, and I'm also going to add some of the pepper jack cheese in here, and we're going to mix that all up. I'll leave a little bit for the garnish. And I'm going to add a little bit of my basil in here. Some of my basil, give it some flavor. And then we have some for our garnish as well. Okay. Just kind of like mix all of this up. Gently try to fold this over. Now be very careful as you do this. So now you only have to worry about cleaning one pot, which is phenomenal when you're low on time. This is an just an alternate to possibly taco night. You just have taco with spaghetti. There we go. And there we go. We are good. Voila. Our vitamins for our spaghetti is B1, copper, manganese, niacin, and selenium. Our olive oil is E and K. Our ground beef is B6, B12, iron, psyllium, and zinc. Our Montreal steak seasoning is A, C, D, calcium, iron, potassium. Onions, B6, C, folate, magnesium, potassium. Garlic, B6, C, manganese, and selenium. Bell peppers, which are red and green, A, B2, B6, C, folate, niacin, potassium. Tomato paste, B3, B6, C, E, and K. Cumin, A, B6, C, E, K, calcium, iron, magnesium, and phosphorus. Garlic powder, B6, C, calcium, iron, magnesium. Onion powder, B, C, calcium, iron, manganese, and potassium. Smoked paprika, A, calcium, folate, potassium, phosphorus. Chipotle chili powder, iron, magnesium, potassium. Oregano, EK, calcium, iron, manganese. Diced tomatoes, C, folate, potassium. Tomatoes, C, folate, potassium. Basil, ACK, calcium, iron, magnesium, and manganese. Pepper jack cheese, A, B12, calcium, phosphorus, psyllium, and zinc. Colby Monterey cheese, A, B, iron, calcium, potassium. And H2O, H2O, water. Real facts. You may think your county is not hungry, but that's not the case. Did you know that every county in the U.S. has food insecurity? To learn more, you can visit us at jdhcdc.org. Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
How you doing today?
Okay, so what do you think? Now we can go hang out because dinner got done super quick in, what would we say, 30 minutes?
Yeah, 1, 2, 3. You know, it's just like that. You are the queen of the one-stop pot.
Stop pot, okay.
Yeah.
So do you know what we have here?
No, please refresh me.
Something that you like to eat.
Spaghetti.
Okay, and you also like to eat something else.
Ground beef.
No. You like to eat...
Cheese.
Yes, but... Okay, it's a meal that we make sometimes during the week and we call it something Tuesday.
Taco.
So this is our one-pan taco spaghetti.
Oh, okay.
We combined the two together and made it one. We did a fusion.
Okay, so taco without the shell.
Basically.
Okay.
And we added spaghetti.
Okay.
Except that we're not doing spaghetti tacos, which I also have a video on that, spaghetti tacos
Link
from
down
iCarly. From iCarly. So, ready?
Ready.
All right. So, I'm going to serve you as a good wife should, right? Well.
Okay.
Okay, so I know you're not a huge eater. I want this to come out just a little bit nicer. Right, here we go. We have your cheese in here. Here we go.
Thank you.
Let's see. Okay. Huh, it came out better for me than it did for you. Isn't that something?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so we're gonna push this to the side. Move this out of our way.
Okay.
I got a little bit more cheese here left. You want some?
Yes, please.
Okay. Pop. I'll give you a little pepper jack too, baby.
Okay.
Pop.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm sure you don't want any tomatoes, right?
No.
Pop for me too. I got a little pop going on. Pop. Right?
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
I gotta have some tomatoes. It's good for you, babe.
that's what they say.
I know. You're not a fan. Bon appetit.
Bon appetit.
Okay, so
Ready?
yes.
Tastes very much like a taco. Spaghetti in it.
Wow. So successful.
Mission accomplished. Good job.
Thank you. So now we get to hang out that we've eaten dinner.
Yeah. Good.
Take me any place special?
Secret.
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 Now, you know I don't like secrets. So why would you say that?
Oh, it's a secret.
Yeah. We've been together for how long?
24 years.
24 years. In 24 years, you know I don't like secrets. You gotta give me a hint.
You like it? So,
Well,
is this going to be in the next book?
I know. Would you like me to put in the next book, honey?
Maybe you should.
I didn't say that. I said, would you like me?
Yes, I would recommend.
Think it'll be a hit?
Yeah.
Definitely for time, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, here's our call to action. Don't forget to click the like button by giving me a virtual hug. When you do that, that lets myself and my team know that you enjoy what we're putting out for you. I'm going to ask you, if you have not subscribed to this channel already, subscribe. You won't be disappointed, and share this channel with your family and friends. They will appreciate like a quick meal like this for their kids. Definitely subscribe. Definitely share with your family and friends. And if you're new to this channel, welcome. I welcome you here with open arms and great big hugs. And I thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I really do appreciate it. If you do this meal, or you add an addition to it, or a subtraction from it, let me know. Comment below and let me know what you did that's different. I love you guys. I thank you for hanging out with me and Hub over here. And come back and hang out with me again. I'll see you in my next video. Love you. Mwah.